Tuning into Daily News Podcast on Mangalore today means staying ahead with insights and updates that matter. Today, we're diving into the news that shapes our community and our world. Welcome aboard.
In a tragic incident in Nituor, Udupi, a retired teacher, Rosie William Pinto, 72, was found dead in her residence. The wife of late senior advocate William Pinto, she had collapsed in her bathroom. Rosie, who had dedicated years to education at a school in Nituor, was living alone. Her children, worried after failed attempts to reach her, rushed to her home only to discover her lifeless body. The community mourns the loss of the beloved teacher. In a recent incident in Janata Colony near Nelyadi, Upanangadi, severe winds and heavy rain caused significant damage to 4 houses. The homes of Athapa, Isubu, Babu Achari, and Lokesh suffered roof damage due to the strong winds. Additionally, 2 electric poles in the area were toppled by the adverse weather conditions. Authorities from the local Gram Panchayat and Revenue Department have reached the site to evaluate the extent of the destruction and provide necessary aid to the affected residents.
In a significant development, Dr. Akshata Adarsh, a prominent lawyer from Mudbidri, has been appointed as the chairperson of Dakshina Kannada Child Welfare Committee. She is set to lead the committee for the next 3 years. Alongside her, the state government has appointed Abubakar GN from Mangalore, Harini Bikarnakade, Kishore Kundar Ekor, and Harishem Nagori as members of the committee. The appointment orders were officially issued by R. Latha, the Undersecretary of the Department of Women and Child Development and Empowerment of Disabled and Senior Citizens. This move is expected to further strengthen the initiatives and efforts towards child welfare in the region. In Samshwar, a shocking incident unfolded as a cow went on a rampage inside a house, injuring a woman and others. The cow belonging to a local turned violent while grazing, even colliding with a scooter. Prompt action by locals and the vice president of Samshwar TMC, Ravi Shankar, led to trapping the cow and handing it over to a veterinarian. Tragically, the cow succumbed to a tranquilizer injection, sparking suspicions of rabies. The veterinary officer of Kotakar confirmed the possibility of rabies, highlighting the risks of such incidents in the community.
In a heartwarming incident that took place in Mulki, young girl Vaibhavi displayed immense courage by single-handedly lifting an overturned auto rickshaw to rescue her trapped mother. City Police Commissioner Anupam Agarwal commended Vaibhavi for her bravery and quick thinking, honoring her for her extraordinary feat. Deputy Commissioners Siddhartha Goel and Dinesh Kumar BP, along with Traffic ACP Nazma Faruqi, were also present at the felicitation event. Truly an inspiring act of heroism right here in Mangalore.
In an exciting development, Mayor Sudhir Shetty announced the upcoming inauguration of a 75-meter flagpole at Kadri Park on September 18th in Mangalore. Simultaneously, the foundation stone for another 75-meter flagpole will be laid at Tagore Park in the city. Moreover, Mangalore City Corporation will witness a 23 kilometers long human chain on September 15th to celebrate the International Day of Democracy. Over 10,000 individuals are expected to participate in forming the human chain from Pavan to Arkula, passing through various locations. Arches decorated with the tricolor will dot the route, with the national flag displayed every 100 meters. Participants can upload their photos on http://democracydaykarnataka./ to receive participation certificates online. Additionally, a symbolic tree planting ceremony will be held from Thoda Bengri to Tanirbavi by the corporation, a significant event ahead for the Mangalore cityscape. In a disturbing incident, a 22-year-old man named Naveen Naik has been arrested by the Udupi police for allegedly harassing a 19-year-old girl at the backward classes post-matric hostel in Anantanagar, Shivali village near Manipal. The complaint was filed by the hostel wardens stating that the accused intruded into the hostel and inappropriately touched the girl while she was asleep. The Manipal police acted swiftly, registering the case under relevant sections of the law. Naik was apprehended near Udupi railway station in Indrali. Interestingly, Naik was also previously involved in a rioting case in Puttur, Udupi district, last year. The police are conducting a thorough investigation into the matter.
Chitramaya, in collaboration with Art Kanara Trust, is all set to showcase the Life in a Bowl series Kolkata, a stunning photography exhibition capturing the essence of Kolkata through the lens of renowned photographers Prakash Braggs and Sachin Shetty. The exhibition will take place at the Kodial Guthu Center for Art and Culture, Balalbagh, Mangalore, from September 14th to 22. The opening ceremony on September 14th will feature esteemed guests like Jayanth Kodkani, Gurudath Kamath, and Yajneshwar Acharya, with a special screening of a documentary film about Kolkata's food stories. Not to miss, a feature film Dushore by Purandar Chaudhuri will be screened on September 15th. The exhibition will also host a workshop on fashion photography by Sachin Shetty on September 22nd. Life in a Bowl promises to take viewers on a captivating journey through the vibrant streets and flavors of Kolkata. Free admission for all visitors.
In a bid to streamline the goods and services tax, GST, registration process and curb fraudulent activities, the CGST department in Mangalore has opened a new Suvidha Kendra at the GST Taxpayers Facilitation Center. The commissioner, S.K. Narayan Reddy, inaugurated the center, which includes biometric authentication for applicants applying for GST registration. This move aims to ensure that only genuine taxpayers can avail the facilities provided at the center. The department has introduced a simplified online process on the GST portal, but instances of fake registrations have been observed. To tackle this issue, biometric-based Aadhaar authentication is being implemented nationwide, with Mangalore being one of the locations included in the pilot project. The initiative will help in identifying high-risk applicants and directing them to undergo biometric verification at designated Suvidha Kendras. Overall, the aim is to enhance the registration process and boost tax revenue while maintaining the confidence of genuine taxpayers. A massive 237 kilometers human chain is set to be formed on September 15th from Shirur in Udupi district to Sampaj in Dakshina Kannada to celebrate the International Day of Democracy. Over 1 lakh people are expected to participate in this symbolic gesture of unity. In Dakshina Kannada, a 130 kilometers chain will stretch from Hejmati toll gate to Sampaja gate. Simultaneously, Udupi district will witness a 107 kilometers human chain from Shirur to Hejmati along NH 66. The preparations are in full swing, with committees overseeing every detail to ensure the success of the event. Drones will capture the historic moment at various locations, and healthcare facilities will be on standby. Cultural displays and the presence of iconic figures will add vibrancy to the event. Let's come together and celebrate the spirit of democracy in Mangalore.
In a tragic development, influential political leader Sitaram Yechury, the General Secretary of the CPIM, has passed away at AIM's Delhi at the age of 72. Yechury, who had been battling acute respiratory tract infection, took his last breath at 3:3 p.m. on Thursday. He had been under the care of a dedicated team of doctors at the ICU since his admission on August 19th. Yechury, a seasoned politician and a 3-time Rajya Sabha member from West Bengal, had been an integral part of the CPIM since 1992. Hailing from a Telugu-speaking family in Chennai, he began his political journey at a young age of 22 and was actively involved in student politics during his time at Jawaharlal Nehru University. Yechury's demise is mourned by many who respected his dedication to public service and commitment to the CPIM ideology.
In Nashik, on Monday, clashes erupted between groups during the annual Ganesha idol immersion procession. Karnataka Home Minister Parameshwara stated that the incident, involving stone pelting and torching of vehicles, was not a case of communal violence, but arose suddenly. 52 individuals from both sides have been arrested based on CCTV evidence. No major injuries were reported, and police quickly intervened to control the situation. The minister assured that police presence has been strengthened, with senior officers monitoring the area. Parameshwara emphasized that the incident was not pre-planned and urged the media to avoid sensationalizing the situation. He addressed concerns regarding police preparedness by highlighting the deployment of a reserve platoon that prevented further escalation. While investigations are ongoing, the minister emphasized that political motivations do not seem to be a factor in the clash.
In Mangalore today, the Indian hockey team showcased their dominance in the Asian Champions Trophy with a sensational 3-1 victory against Korea. India's Arijit Singh and captain Harmanpreet Singh led the charge with early goals, setting the tone for the match. Though Korea managed to narrow the lead before halftime, Harmanpreet Singh's decisive second goal in the third quarter sealed the win for India. Goalkeeper Suraj Karkera's stellar performance earned him the Player of the Match title, ensuring India's solid defense held strong. With this victory, India secures a spot in the semifinals, paving the way for an exciting showdown against arch-rivals Pakistan. Stay tuned as India's unbeaten streak and quest for the championship title continues in the tournament.
In a tragic incident near West Bank's Beit El settlement, Indian-origin Israeli soldier Staff Sergeant Gary Gideon Hanghal was killed in a vehicle ramming attack. Hanghal, hailing from the Bnei Menashe community in Israel, immigrated from northeast India in 2020. The Bnei Menashe, believed to be descendants of the Israelite tribe of Manasseh, have a significant presence in Israel, with thousands having immigrated in recent years. The attack by 58-year-old Hayil Daifallah follows a series of violence, including airstrikes by Israeli defense forces in the West Bank. The escalating violence has raised concerns of a potential major conflict, with both Israeli and Palestinian casualties reported. The ongoing tensions have also been fueled by attacks from hardline Israeli settlers. The situation remains tense as the region grapples with increasing violence and insecurity.
In Mangalore today, tensions rise in Mandya district as 52 people have been detained following communal clashes during a Ganpati procession. The clashes occurred in Badari Kapalu village, where stones were allegedly thrown from near a mosque. In response, Hindu youth staged a protest, set fire to shops, and torched tires. The detained individuals' relatives have gathered in front of a local police station demanding their release, claiming innocence. Police officials have reassured that those innocent will be released after questioning. Karnataka Home Minister has stated that the situation is now under control with heightened security measures in place. This incident follows a similar event in Gujarat's Surat, where minors were arrested for pelting stones at a Ganesh pandal. Stay tuned to Mangalore today for further updates on this developing story. In a gruesome incident in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, a headless and naked body of a woman was discovered on the national highway at Ujjaini. Police are working tirelessly to identify the victim and uncover the truth behind this heinous crime. CCTV footage from a nearby hospital shows a woman matching the victim's build, adding more mystery to the case. 3 investigative teams have been formed, but so far, no significant breakthrough has been made. Forensic samples have been collected for further analysis to ascertain the cause of death. The community is urged to come forward with any information that may assist in solving this grim case. Opposition leader Akhilesh Yadav has called for swift and stringent action against the perpetrators to ensure justice and prevent such atrocities in the future.
In a heart-wrenching appeal at the 9/11 commemoration in Mangalore, relatives of victims urged presidential candidates for accountability. President Joe Biden, former President Donald Trump, and Vice President Kamala Harris set aside politics as they stood together at Ground Zero. Victims' families called for justice and demanded answers regarding Saudi involvement in the attacks. President Biden and Vice President Harris paid respects at the Pentagon and Pennsylvania Memorial. The attacks in 2001 reshaped U.S. foreign policy and security practices. The day is observed as Patriot Day and National Day of Service and Remembrance. Despite political undertones, families emphasize the importance of unity and peace at the memorial. Youngsters, born after the attacks, pledged to keep the memory alive. The solemn ceremony was a reminder of the lives lost and the need for unity in the face of tragedy.
In today's top news, the Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, has confirmed that the second test match between India and Bangladesh will not be moved from Kanpur, despite threats of protests. The teams are set to clash at Green Park in Kanpur on September 27th, amidst concerns raised by Hindu Mahasabha regarding protests against the Bangladesh cricket team. However, BCCI assures that the match will proceed as scheduled, and they are closely monitoring the situation in Kanpur and other venues. Meanwhile, Bangladesh's Liton Das mentioned the challenge of adapting to the SG ball ahead of the Test series, different from the Kookaburra ball they are accustomed to. Bangladesh, aiming to build on their recent success in Pakistan, will face India in a 2-match Test series starting next week in Chennai. Stay tuned as the cricket fever grips the nation with this exciting red ball encounter.
Mangalore Today brings you the latest health coverage update from the Union government. The Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana has been extended to provide free cover worth 5 lakh to all senior citizens aged 70 and above. This initiative, approved by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, will benefit 4.5 crore families and 6 crore senior citizens. The eligible senior citizens will receive a new distinct card under ABPMJ. Those already covered under public health insurance schemes can choose to continue with their existing scheme or opt for ABPMJ. This expansion aims to ensure accessible and affordable health care for every Indian, as stated by PM Modi. The ABPMJ scheme has already benefited over 55 crore people and 12.34 crore families, with a total of 7.37 crore hospital admissions. Stay tuned to Mangalore Today for more updates on this significant development for senior citizens in our country.
In a shocking incident near Jam Gate, Indore district, Madhya Pradesh, 2 young army officers and their companions were viciously attacked by armed miscreants late Tuesday evening. The attackers assaulted the officers and gang-raped one of the women before fleeing with their belongings. 2 accused have been arrested, with one having a prior criminal record. The officers, undergoing training at Mhau Army College, were surrounded by 8 armed men while out near the firing range at Choti Jam. 1 officer and a woman were taken hostage, prompting the other officer to seek help from the military. The police, along with military personnel, rushed to the scene, leading to the attackers fleeing. The victims were taken to Mhau Civil Hospital for medical examination, with both officers sustaining injuries and 1 woman confirmed to have been raped. A case has been registered, and a manhunt is underway for the remaining culprits.
Thank you for spending your evening with us. For extended coverage and further news, mangaloretoday.com is just a click away. Subscribing to our channel means you're always in the loop. We appreciate your support. Until next time.